This is Up for Debate live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this edition of March Madness here on the program/stream. I'm Shaw Jennings, joined by the daddest of them all, Matt Mariani. Hello, Matt. Good evening.
Dad to the bone. How are we doing, Sean?
I can feel the romance in the air already. I got to
Yeah.
figure out, you can do effects and stuff. I got to get that, that effect where the eggplants come out behind you when something good. I got to figure out how to do that for you.
Yeah, I mean, we have a ton of, like, voice effects, right? In our Twitch chat.
Oh, those are turned off. Those are aggressively turned off. I think you can trigger them,
I
they
was
just won't work
wondering.
on the stream. Although you've done it before where you've managed to
Ah,
trigger them, and I don't know how they showed up. So, no,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're turned off. It's no fun unless people pay for them. Otherwise, they're just annoying. So
Yeah.
when we get monetized enough where I can charge for those,
Getting money is always a nice thing.
listen, I'll let you play the stupidest sound alerts you can imagine in exchange for cash.
Yeah. No, I you can do a lot of things for cash, that's for sure, on this channel.
And
We'll
but
let
we
you
will
get away
get
with a lot.
for $2. You can play a sound clip of Matt saying, "Well, now Amanda,
Manda.
Amanda."
Manda.
Manda. Now listen here, Manda.
Manda. I used to think that when he would say Manda, I thought I made the Manda up, but it was like, he actually does say Manda a couple places.
It
Like,
works perfectly. It's like you influence the character.
yeah. Yes, I like to think that we do. I can't picture a dad looking anything other than what we made our dad look like, which is to say Elron,
Dad King.
Dad King.
Yes, the Goku of dads. Yeah, I still have the
Mm,
screenshot of when we won the game at the end, and it's Dad King and Amanda, and it just looks so stupid.
yes,
um,
it's a refrigerator
we got to do more games with character creators.
image. Yeah, no, we're good at character creation. Maybe that's because we are a bunch of we're just 2 characters at the end of the day.
We certainly are. And Matt, I think we're going to spend some time with some new characters tonight. So if you're new or just joining us, we have been playing Dream Daddy now for, I think, about 13 years at this point. This is Dream Daddy 8, I believe,
Yep.
where we've played through the main narrative. We've successfully dated through Craig. We've gone on 2 dates with Joseph. The first one being okay, and the second one kind of being a disaster, and we bailed. And
Yeah.
so I think we're done with Joseph. And that
Yeah, I
leaves
think
us with 5 dads to choose from: Matt, Brian, Robert, Damien, and Hugo, all of which we have yet to go on a date with. And so we will pick one and we will go on a date this evening. Matt, is there a particular dad who is stoking your interest?
huh. Um, well, I think we've now kind of been reduced arguably to the B tier of dads, maybe even the C
Oh,
tier.
no,
I'm
stop. No.
I'm
Robert's
just
A
gonna
tier.
say
Robert's A tier.
okay, then
And
Robert
Damien,
is
we
up
just did
there.
the butterfly thing with Damien at the end of last week's episode. He seems
That
great.
that's what I'm saying. Maybe we roll with Damien because we just went on we did the
You
butterfly thing with him.
you
That
want to
was
see where
kinda
that goes?
I kinda wanna see where that goes in a moderately interested way. What I'm saying is I just think that Craig, even Joseph, who turned out to really not be, like, the best, uh, we had some fun, you know, making a voice for him. You know what? Yeah, let's see where Damien takes us.
I love it. Let's see here now. Damien Blood March. Wonderful.
Right?
If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? A coffin. Do you think, how heavily you think the game is gonna, what did you want to be when you grew up? A bat. How heavily are they gonna imply he's a vampire?
Well, so far it seems pretty heavily. I'm wondering if it's gonna be that he's just like very goth, or if he is literally
Well,
act.
that's,
I'm really hoping there is one thing I'm hoping for this episode. It's that we confirm that he is actually a vampire, and like that's like his big secret is like he's actually like eternal, like Lord of the Night, and like sucks blood, like just the whole 9 yards. I don't want him to just be like gothy, like, faux vampire. I want him to literally be a member of the undead.
Now, that's a spinoff I'm shocked hasn't happened, which would be Dream Daddy, like Monsters Edition, where one of the dads is a
Yeah,
werewolf and one's like a fish monster and one's a vampire and one's a mummy, and you have to like date the monster dads. Like that seems like a slam dunk.
that seems like this game's logical sequel. I don't know why they never went there with that.
Well, you know, I had an idea in my head the other day of at some point in the future, you and I, after playing this, should write our own version of this game or something like it. I think that would be amusing. And so maybe we should make Monster Dad, uh, Dream
Yeah.
Nightmare Daddy, maybe we'd call it. Something to think about.
No, I like Nightmare Daddy. That's a good one.
All right, well, let's load into Damien here.
Scary Daddy.
Scary Daddy.
Mhm.
But they're not scary. They're like hunky and sweet. Like I just want to be
Oh, of
clear.
course.
Like
Of
you know,
course, yeah.
they're but I think your protagonist character has to be just a regular. So do you think he's a regular guy who doesn't know they're monsters and discovers it throughout, or do you think like it's just an accepted thing in the world that they're just monsters that live in the neighborhood?
Ooh. I feel like it would have to be the second one. I think the first one would get old. It's like every single time you're like, "Oh,
But it
this
would be
guy's the
funny on like the
mummy,"
fifth time, and
you
then the
know?
dad, your protagonist is like, "Let me guess, you're a mummy." Okay, you know.
Yeah,
But no,
and then there's
I
just
hear
one
you.
guy that's actually, like, normal. There's one dad that's like, "Nope, I'm just Carl, and I just live here." Like,
I love that. There's one dad who's like
completely
really
normal.
hairy, and he's like, "Oh, you must be a werewolf." He's like, "No, no, I'm
And he's
not.
like,
I'm
"What?
just
What
a
do you
regular guy."
mean?" Just really hairy.
I love that.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen this dad. Dad tip number 12, Moving Pictures is hands down the best Rush album.
That's a dad fact.
Debatable.
Um, okay. Dream Daddy may have locked up.
Yeah, we've been on this screen for a bit.
Okay, I'm gonna flip over so the
I
people
was
at
gonna
home
say, A
can't see
Farewell
me
to
as.
Kings exists.
Okay, there we go. It's back. All right, here we go. And this is all you, Matt.
Oh, over here. Okay, I was not prepared. I was
Well, this is
I
just
was
your
looking
normal
up my favorite.
voice. So
I was looking up my favorite Rush albums. Damien seemed really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him to get to know him a little better. I navigate to Damien's dad book page and send out a message. Um, Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang. That's okay. I sit there for a minute before I see that Damien is typing. But then he keeps typing and typing and typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Oh
Elron,
boy.
I must confess. Blah, 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 blah. I gotta get the. I gotta get the. I can't just naturally do it like you. Uh, I must confess my excitement to be receiving your. No, that's not right. It's kind of like do like a Russian accent. Like that was kind of what I was going for.
That was what you were doing last time. You got
Right.
this. Remember, it's early. You just
Yeah.
need to warm up. Just gotta rev the engine a little bit.
I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter, for as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in a gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll around my garden should it please you. Till then, adieu. Yours humbled, D. Bloodmarch.
I stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times. Hey, Amanda, can you help me with something?
Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples.
No, no. Maybe later. Can you interpret? Can you interpret this here message for me? I turn the computer to Amanda, and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand net speak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other these days?
Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad, kids got over saying LOL and LMAO or whatever and decided that what they needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s.
Huh. So, what do I do?
Where's your pen and quill?
What?
Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball?
Okay, now I know you're messing with me.
Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land, or our dowry, or
So, you read you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time, and now you're reciting things you know about. Now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you, Amanda?
like the first 5 pages, and then I read a review of the movie. Still gotta be, though.
Great. So, what do I say to Damien?
I got this.
Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard.
Sure thing, dude. Regards, Elron.
Amanda hits send and smiles at me. Well, I suppose that's that. I make the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor, estate. The Gothic architecture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. Oh, yeah. I'm glad we came to this place.
Very cool.
As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me, totally a vampire. Uh, hello? Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien?
Suddenly, a bat flies in and transforms into a person. No, it doesn't. Ilron, pleasure to have you in my home.
I look up and see Damien standing at the top of majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. A walking candle holder. What's what's with that door slamming shut?
Oh, sorry. There was a draft.
And the door creeping open when I knocked,
I accidentally left the front door unlocked.
and the creepy oil paintings.
It's really rude that he keeps calling his shit creepy. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, that's
Like,
extremely rude.
especially because 'cause you're in his house, man,
Yeah,
like,
he invited
this is
you over.
yeah, this
Talk
is
crap on all his
a
stuff.
little faux pas over here, Elron. This is
I,
a
l-
being a bad guest.
I like the oil paintings.
Right, you weirdo. Like,
Right. Right. Please, let me show you around.
okay. By the way, have you heard the good news? Jesus is human.
I'm getting us Jesus is Cumin t-shirts.
Yes. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and the parlor again for some reason.
This is one of the older homes on the block, yes? But nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I have been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of many modern dwelling.
We walk past the door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. Uh, did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era?
Oh, that's me son's room. You know how the rebellious teenagers are. Onward, onward, there is more to see.
We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish.
And this is the library.
Sunlight streams in from floor to ceiling arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room.
All right, we got some options here. Do we look out the
All right.
window? Do we look at the butterflies? Do we pick up a book? Or that's enough of the tour?
Um, Probably look at the butterflies would be the first thing I would want to look at.
I would agree. It seems like that's definitely his
Yeah.
interest here.
Oh, yep, he loved that. I walk up to the glass display of pinned bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs.
Oh, I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime.
Uh, I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger.
Ah, the Pinner's Gambit.
Is that a thing?
No. And
Pick
so
up a book.
our options are back here. Look out the window, pick up a book. That's enough of the tour. You want
Yeah,
to pick up a book?
pick up a book. See what he says about that.
Oh, we get more hearts.
Yeah.
You know, Elron, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage the youths into a life of crime. It would cause too much of a distraction from work and school.
I pull out a book at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants.
Did ninja pants?
Is he reading anime smut?
Okay, I think that is enough.
Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back onto the shelf.
That's a rare book from my private collection. All right, and then we can look out the window, or that's enough of the tour.
I guess look out the window. Why not?
Sure.
Yeah, you really like that. I walk to the window and I'm greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push ups with his daughters on his back. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push ups with one hand now. Damn.
Oh, did you know that the Victorians spent at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out the full length windows?
Wait, really?
No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Please, will you join me for tea?
This guy's not so bad.
No, he's a sweetheart.
I follow Damien to his sitting room, where finger foods have already been set out upon a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high backed chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. Huh, I can't believe we're having a high tea. Huh, I never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What?
It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the later time of day that the working class had to enjoy tea and the height of the tables on which they are served.
Oh,
My dear friend, we are currently enjoying afternoon tea.
that's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich.
Now we have some options here. Your home is really impressive. Are there a lot of goths in Maple Bay? Or I like your cape.
Probably I'd probably say your home is really impressive.
I think that's a safe option. I agree. I think I like your cape may also be okay. I think are there a lot of goths in Maple Bay is probably the wrong answer, is my guess.
Yeah, I just feel like that's kind of like a rude, I don't know.
Yeah. And the man's
You
passionate about
know,
his home.
he is. He's very yeah, very passionate about his home.
Oh, and we got
Yeah. Oh,
eggplants
he
on that
loved
one. He
that.
loved
He
it.
loved that. Yeah, that was everything. It seems like you've really put a lot of work into this place, Damien.
Oh, thank you. No one's ever complimented my home before.
See, yeah. Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place, and look at all you've done. I'm kind of jealous.
Well, that's very generous of you to say.
What got you so interested in goth stuff, anyways?
Well, when I was a young boy, my father's.
Uh, did it take you into the city?
Sorry?
Ha, ha, nothing. Did you guys see a marching band?
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You serious?
Of course.
But it's you know, the song. Amanda made me listen to it.
Uh, I'm sorry I don't follow.
Seriously?
I would I would love to see a marching band. Nevertheless, I have always had a love for art, history, and fashion, which started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals, grew into a sort of obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think.
Why not go all the way?
I like not dying when I catch a cold.
He takes a sip of tea.
I can acknowledge
That's
that there
fair.
were many very terrible things about the Victorian era, and I try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. Tell me, Elron, do you have any hobbies?
Oh man. Oh man, I do. But I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff.
Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing and, quite honestly, rather attractive. Please, do tell me about your hobbies, Elron.
Quick. Sounds sophisticated.
All right, we have options. I like watching soap making videos on the internet, love me some word jumbles, or I learned how to juggle once.
Hmm. 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 Some decisions here. I
I,
think
yeah.
what do you think? What are you thinking here? What are
Well,
you
I,
thinking?
I think he's a well-read man. I think word jumbles might might
Okay.
might speak to his intelligence side.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, I don't really have
A
any
preference.
strong feelings on this one.
I hope I didn't screw it up. Here we go. Oh, we got some hearts.
Nice, nice. The written word fascinates me. We spend so much time using words, and I think people would appreciate them more if they had to unjumble them. It's poetic, really.
Oh, so you are a writer.
Uh, in a sense, we finish our tea and finger sandwiches.
Come now. I have one more thing I would like to show you. In the bloodletting room. No, it doesn't. Doesn't say the last part.
Wow. Damien takes me around to the back of his home, where a variety of flowers flourish in the beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies flit lazily through the air.
Ah, my Gordon.
It's it's beautiful.
Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, even as the style in which the ribbon was tied and the bouquet affected the message.
Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous, bright orange flower off a vine.
Lilium bulbofertium, the orange lily. What do you think this one means, Elron? Oh, so we got three options here. My loins are ablaze. Thou art the tightest. Three cheers for sweet revenge. Odd.
Yeah, these are all interesting choices. I probably go with my loins are
I
ablaze.
was going to say the same thing.
Okay.
I think this is where you lean into it.
It's a pretty funny one. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred.
Oh, we messed up. I don't think we got a dark thing, but he just wasn't impressed. Well,
And that's precisely why floral arrangement is so challenging. Now, what is your favorite type of flower, Enron? Is it
so
snapdragons, honeysuckle, or sunflowers?
I guess the right answer there was the 3 cheers for revenge
I think
one.
so. I think so. I don't know
That's
how we would
okay.
have known that.
Wow. Uh, so I think this is like kind of in some way communicating our personality or like snapdragon means like we're feisty, I think. Honeysuckle is like sweet. Sunflowers are like cheery and happy, I think. Let's uh let's go with let's go with snapdragon or
Okay.
honeysuckle. I really think Elron is a honeysuckle guy.
I agree. I like that choice. Let's
Yeah,
see what
I think he's the
happens here.
honeysuckle guy. Well, they smell really good. And then you can eat the tiniest little drop of nectar when you pull the stem out. It's kind of like
Oh, we
seem
got
I
some
mean,
hearts.
yeah, nice. Very
I'll
nice.
have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you.
He he would put together a bouquet for me? Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. I follow Damien down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings.
Oh, Aileron, will you excuse me for a moment? I must take this.
He pulls a cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it. Damien smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Oh, hey, a gargoyle. Oh no! I knocked over the gargoyle!
Oh no, and then we go to the loading screen. That's
Oh,
not good.
yikes. We got some splaining to do, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Seems like a man that would cherish his gargoyles.
I'm sure it was very old and expensive.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hmm. Oh, it's a game. We got an
Oh, mini
interactive game.
game.
Fix that Garg.
Oh,
Uh,
you have a minute. You have a minute, Sean. This is like the Legend of the Tin Temple
that's
game. That
exactly what it
Yep.
is. Uh, okay.
Okay, I think it goes like that.
Well,
Shrine of the Silver Monkey.
the problem is my computer is having issues.
Oh,
And
great.
okay,
Oh,
we
wait.
got
Okay,
that.
that was good.
And so it's processing very slowly.
All right, I think it's that.
Oh, that's not
No,
it. Is it this
that's
one?
the head. That's the head. That one goes last.
Okay, so what
It's
am
got to be that one, but maybe rotate it a different way.
well, I would think it only goes one way or the other, right?
I feel like it's got to be that one,
Can I
right?
I agree, but can I like rotate it like upside down or something? No. I mean, let me try. I mean, this would be the only other way, right? But that's got to be the back of it. Oh, Matt, we're fucked. Oh
Yeah,
no.
we're screwed here.
This should not
Okay,
be this
I
challenging.
think we
Oh
gotta
no.
fess up.
Wait, no, no, no,
Wait,
no.
you do it. No!
Oh, we were
Oh,
so
no.
close.
Got
Oh,
an
we got an
A.
A. We got an A
We got an A. We
because
got
we
an
were
A.
really close.
A for effort.
I mean, I still think he's going to realize it broke.
Yeah.
I don't know what that really, I guess points for effort or something. I was not ready to do actual gaming tonight.
No,
That snuck up on me.
that hasn't happened in a while.
It has
I
not.
think it hasn't happened since the concert, right?
I believe so. I do know some of the other dads do have games. So this isn't the only one. I just didn't realize Damien did. Damn.
Crap, crap, crap. I can't figure this out. Oh no, here comes Damien. He looks upset. Hope it's not about the Garg.
My sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so.
Oh
Elra,
no.
did you break my gargoyle?
All I did was lean on it.
I just had it installed last week. Oh, no, no matter. I suppose it will give me a chance to work on my masonry skills. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm afraid I must take my leave.
That's no problem, dude. Everything all right? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his finger and looks away.
Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Lucian.
What's wrong?
He appears to have, well, his teacher needs me to come to the school post haste.
Do you need help?
Oh, no, you don't have to.
Let me come over with you. Us dads got to stick together.
You're right. This is one of Lucian's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side.
Let's go.
That's weird. And we get to bring in one of
Yeah.
your characters, Matt.
Is this guy mine?
This guy's yours.
Okay, okay.
I think he was a.
Damien and I Damien and I walk into the school and we are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey, Damien, you're here in record time.
I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend.
Wow. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the My Kids Are in Trouble rodeo.
What is it this time?
This, Damien, you have to see it to believe. Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into darkness. There's a portal to another dimension. Watch your step. I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. We find another teacher in a boiler room tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucian and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucian has a bloody nose.
It's got to be Fight Club, right?
Ah, yeah.
Thanks for
Oh,
coming. I couldn't make heads or tails of this. This is I'm random teacher.
yeah. I look around the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around.
What happened here? Ernest punched me.
Ugh, Lucian tried to kill me. The room falls silent.
I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was trying to build a brick wall around you to see what would happen.
You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a second. Lucian, did you try to cask of Amontillado, Ernest?
I'm neither confirming nor denying that.
I turn to Damien and whisper to him. What's 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 cask of Amontillado?
Ugh, It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down to the cellar with a promise of wine of a fine vintage, and then buries him alive behind a brick wall. It's a lovely story.
Wait a second here. Lucian, you tried to do that to him?
I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually going to leave him there.
What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit around while you slowly built a tomb around him?
Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then he realized that I had lied about the wine.
And you were cackling maniacally. That sort of tipped me off, you know? Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad, it took you 20 minutes? Son, we just did an entire 2-week unit on the cask of Amontillado, and it took you 20 minutes to realize Lucian was leading you into an elaborate ruse? Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages, and then I read a review of the movie.
When did they make? How long ago was a Cask of the Amontillado movie?
I don't know. I don't even know if they did or if that's just like a callback to Amanda's joke
I
that she
think it
made about Pride
is.
and Prejudice. It's only 5 pages long, and there's no bloody movie.
There
See?
you go.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I paid Lucian to read it for me.
Actually, he didn't even pay me. So when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson.
Damien and Hugo both have their heads in their hands.
You guys are always telling me to engage the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. All right, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week.
Ernest and Lucian high five because suspension is fun. Get to stay home from school for free. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs.
Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Thank you for your mediation.
We
Although
all
I,
head up the stairs
although I
and
don't
out of
understand what the other guys do. The Elron, why is the Elron here? I don't get what he has to do
yeah,
with any of this.
who's this guy that looks like Goku.
He didn't even really pitch in or affect the outcome at all.
There was no reason he serves as the surrogate for the audience.
I guess.
Lucian, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin the drive home. Lucian immediately puts up his hood and stares out the window angrily.
I'm not going to therapy again. I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you and I can see that you are struggling. So if you do decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Maybe you can spend this next week looking for a summer job. I know how much you want to own a car.
I can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed.
Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. I love you, son.
Lucian continues staring out the window.
I love you too.
We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. I mean, what he did didn't really even seem that bad.
No, if anything, I mean he had to track down like masonry supplies. Like that's
Yeah,
downright
yeah.
impressive.
And it shows that he actually read a book that his
The
school
kid took
assigned. So
initiative.
this is all he
It's
should be
basically an
rewarded, if
extracurricular.
anything. Yeah, basically. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucian hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside.
I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you, Elron. He and I have a lot we need to work out.
It's all right. And all things considered, Lucian's bricklaying was pretty good. So there's your silver lining.
There is that, yes. All right, we have options from Elron. He's probably just going through a phase. I really admire how you handle that. Does this kind of thing happen a lot?
I guess I really admire how you handle that. That like compliments him.
Certainly very nice.
Yeah. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been.
I just want what's best for him, and I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors.
It rarely does. You are a good dad. See you around soon.
When we got
See
the
you around
eggplants there.
soon?
It would
Mhm.
be my honor and my pleasure.
Damien bows with a flourish. Classy. I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her.
Yo,
What you watching?
Tiny House Hunting Brothers Extreme Edition.
Ugh, I hate this show. The couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The tiny house hunting brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling.
I told you I wanted a two bath shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom.
But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad.
I am not pooping outside, Greg.
Why don't they just get a regular sized house?
I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go?
It got strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucian since he tried to.
He lured Ernest down to the cellar with the promise of a fine vintage and then tried to break him into the wall, right?
How'd you know? How'd you know that? Has everyone read this story except me?
Lucian live streamed the whole thing, of course.
This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy sure is a character, but he's really good company and a surprisingly diplomatic dad.
I dig his style.
You know what? Me too, Amanda.
Loading screen. I think is this our score? Let's find out here.
Hmm. What do you think we got?
I think we got A or S. We might have gotten S. We did pretty good, except for breaking the
Yeah,
gar. I screwed up the
breaking the
gargoyle. That was
gargoyle
my
was
fault.
that was the only. I think that was the only downside.
We
We got
got
an
the
A.
A. We got
Yeah,
the A.
A
Very
is
fair.
fair. Yeah.
That I think if they had given me a practice round with the gargoyle, I would have done better. But again, it's realistic,
What
right?
is
If you were in that situation where you broke a gargoyle, you would have a minute and be panicked. So,
what is dad band?
um,
I don't understand what these like
yeah, the
ranks are,
scorings
but
are confusing.
confusing. We didn't do great on dad band, but we did really good on recliner, whatever
And
that means.
bat, we crushed it on bat.
And bat, yeah. Sure. Okay. Yeah, the only thing it was the gargoyle, and then there was one thing that we didn't get like a bad thing, but we didn't get like as good as we could have, I think.
Yeah.
The flower, we didn't know the correct flower arrangement or whatever.
Yes, that's right. We picked the wrong flower.
But yeah, no,
No, we did good. And to be honest with you,
live and learn.
I would argue it would have been worse if we'd fixed the gargoyle, lied, and never admitted we broke it. That would be
I
dishonest.
agree. I agree. I thought maybe that would lead to an opportunity for us to like be honest and be like, yeah, I own up to it.
Now we have a message from Hugo and Damien here.
Oh,
Hey, are you up to anything? Well, you can read it as Hugo if you'd like.
hey, are you up to anything tonight, lads? Hugo
Hugo
and
and
I were.
no, I
Oh, it's you. Sorry.
Hugo and I were planning to go to the art walk downtown and were wondering if you would care to accompany us. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper.
Whoa. Why can I see Damien and Hugo's chat? Am I a hacker? But I don't even have a hacker alias. The feds are going to bust down my door any minute now. I've got to destroy this computer.
So we got an achievement interview with a vampire.
Nice. Elron, this is a group chat. Oh, thank God. Do either of you guys know how to destroy a computer?
You can run Derek's boot in nuke from a startup flash drive, but once you've done that, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. Um,
Uh,
the Victorians were well versed in information security.
well, Elron, do you want to go to see some art or not? Art is good. Let's go see some art.
With a big button that says "See that art."
Yeah, let's see that art. All right, I take it back. I take back what I said in the earlier show. These are the not the B tier, not the B tier dads at all.
No, listen, I
These
think
dads are cool.
at the end, eventually, if we get through all the dads, and maybe we will, we are going to rank them. So keep in mind, I do think some of the dads are going to suck. There are a couple of dads I'm
I'm
not
gonna
looking
say
forward to.
Damien, Hugo, and Robert have all moved up on my list.
I think
I
Brian's the
still don't
only
know how
dud.
I feel
Brian
about
seems
the.
like he sucks.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that Ryan is the only one where I'm just not sure. I'm just not completely sold on him yet. I could get there, but I think it's gonna take a little bit. It's gonna take some doing.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know where that goes.
I just don't like his like overly competitive attitude, Like
Yeah, he's just off-putting.
like a healthy amount of competition is good, which is why I think I like
Craig?
um Greg, but Craig, but it's like Craig was like our bro who we also like kind of like competed with. Ryan is just like it seems like a dick that just always wants to one up you.
Yeah, I agree.
Now there are people who do that and can still pull it off, I think better, but Ryan also just I don't know. Just seems like he does it in like the lamest possible way. That art has taken a long time to paint, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't I gotta look at my, I for those at home following along, Dream Daddy is a Windows-only piece of software, so I have to run Windows 11 on my Mac and then run Dream Daddy on the Windows 11 on my Mac, and so the performance is really not great tonight. It hasn't been a problem before, I don't know what's causing it. Um, so we'll be patient, and I'll, work on it for next week.
There we
Here
go.
we go.
Damien and Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk in downtown Maple Bay. I've never really been to one of these before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here a bit early.
No, this means we're gonna run into other dads.
I don't see Damien or Hugo around anywhere, and I feel just a little uncomfortable standing among all these fancy art people.
Oh, someone
Elron?
says Elrond, we don't know who it is. Who do you think it is, Matt?
Robert.
Oh, no!
Oh,
It's
it's
Joseph.
Joseph. Wow. Uh, Joseph, what are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me. Ooh. Uh-oh. What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge appreciate appreciator, appreciatist. Hmm. Huh. Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art boxing. I'm guessing he invited you too.
Oh, this is one of the things where all the dads were really invited.
Mm-hmm. All the gay dads. Yep. Admittedly, a little out of my depth here. Thank God. I thought I was going to be the odd one out. Are you allowed to say that? Save us. You know. Thank God.
Damn it, Elron.
Yeah. I actually get double points when I say it since I'm ein Minister. The points get you into heaven, you see. That is how it works.
God, I don't like this guy.
Anyway, where are the guys? Hmm? I look and spot Hugo and Damien, who seem to have just arrived at the gallery.
Good eve. Good eve. Good eve. Good eve.
Evening, mine friends. Who's ready for some art?
Oh, we got options here. You know I am. I have no idea what I'm in for. Or art is dead and nothing is real.
I love the art is dead and nothing is real option.
We can just choose it. I mean, the score doesn't really affect anything. You know, it's not like we're.
Let's do it. It's really funny. Damien's just like
You'll
blankly
find.
looking.
You'll fit right in.
Oh, okay. All you have to know is that if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese. I like, I like art now. I've got the table in my sights. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go help myself to some tiny vines.
All right. Do you want to talk art with Hugo and Damien, or get cheese and tiny wine with Joseph?
How are you feeling about this?
I think we got ditch Joseph.
We gotta ditch.
I think we
gotta
got.
ditch
He's
Joseph.
bad news.
Uh, yeah. I thought maybe this was like our opportunity to like smooth things over with him,
I'm
but not
open
like
to it.
necessarily go out on a date again, but like, but also talking art with Damien and Hugo could be kind of fun. I don't. Either way, I'm good either way. I really don't mind. So, what's this first place?
This particular artist specializes in landscape painting of various locales within the American Northeast.
Hmm. I look at the art. It is rad art. At the risk of sounding uninformed, do all of these landscapes look like butts to you guys? Damien and Hugo lean in, examining the paintings in earnest.
Ah. It would appear as if you are correct, Mr. Simple Man.
Whoa.
This is you.
Sorry, I accidentally clicked the start button and it was blocking the screen. Valid assessment, Elron.
There you go.
Hey, this art stuff is pretty easy. Oh, it gets more complicated, friend. Sometimes the butts are more symbolic. Sometimes the butts are metaphors. Sometimes art is about the butts they don't draw. Hmm. Interesting. Joseph returns to our group with tiny cheese and wine. What did I miss? Butts.
Oh no. Oh.
Shame. The cheese is nice, though.
Shall we visit the next place? What?
It's an art walk, so they're going to the next venue. We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another one. This gallery is a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of, I'm not even sure, hang on the walls. Oh, oh, geez. What am I looking at here?
This is abstract art. I think the most important question is, Elron, what does this art mean to you?
I stare at the painting, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning.
All right, we got some options here. It's a metaphor for the human condition. It reminds me of my childhood. It represents strife, or it's a butt.
Uh, let's see. It's a butt.
That would definitely be very Elron.
It's a butt. Everyone else stares at the painting. Ja, that is definitely ein Butt. I hmm.
While a valid assessment, I feel like the artist was trying to make a different statement.
Probably how much he liked butts.
You are a servant of the Lord, sir.
We are all God's creatures, even thus butts. Comparing this piece to the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure this represents the sense of isolation he feels creating traditional abstract artwork in a field that's rapidly moving towards digitization. Wow, how do you figure that? That's what it says on the placard. Oh.
Let's look at a few more of these, shall we?
We walk around the gallery, sampling some more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. It's interesting that the artist chooses not to let their work be defined by what's the word? Realism? Realism. As we're looking at one of the paintings, a patron scoffs loudly.
I could do that.
Excuse me?
You go not here.
No, come back here. The patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right next to him. You say you could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have the intellectual depth nor the artistic skill to execute a piece even a fraction as impressive as this one. Art is the truest expression of the self, and it seems like your self is bad, so your art would be bad. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding him back at this point.
This was the weirdest evening.
you, you were bad, so your art would be bad.
Friend, is not worth it.
Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths his jacket. I'm sorry. I just love art so very much. We know, buddy. We know. I pat Hugo on the shoulder. You know what is the mood?
Not now, Joseph.
Some prayers.
I- Is it the cheese?
9. It's Wein und cheese. Co-signed. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism and is actual wine and cheese. We got one last stop on the tour. You lot feeling up for it? Is it going to be any weirder than this art?
It is absolutely weirder than this art.
Let's do it. Damien, Hugo, Joseph, and I walk over to a performance in the street. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and us.
There is something really. Is there like poison in the water of this town? Like, there is
Yeah.
something very strange going on.
Yeah, I want to live here. This seems cool. So, quick question. Shoot, what is happening? What's happening? I second this question. Performance art. What does it mean?
Again, I pose the very same question to you, Mr. Dead King. Oh, we have options. The fear of existence, the very humanity of being human, they really like screaming, or butts, question mark?
I feel like the butts thing might have gotten played out. I don't know if we could pull out butts again here.
Okay.
I think we got to say they really like
Really like
screaming.
screaming. I like
That's what I feel like I would say in this situation.
they do, but I'm not sure if that encompasses the whole of their performance.
Uh, what do you think they're trying to say?
I believe it's less about what they are saying and more about why they are saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other form of art, music, painting, photography, the artist uses their medium as a conduit for their emotions. With performance art, the medium is the artist. It is the purest expression of raw human emotion. It is art is catharsis.
That's beautiful, Damien. So, what you're saying is if I start making really loud farting noises right now, it's art as long as I, like, really mean it.
God damn it, Joseph.
I feel like Joseph has had a little too much of that wine. He's had a little too much mini wines. Damien fixes him with a hard stare. Yeah, he's definitely had too much of that of those wine. Uh, I I was gonna start making the farting noises, but based on the look on your face, that joke isn't gonna play well with this crowd. I will save it for church on Sunday. Yeah.
Wise.
We watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off stage. Phew, I think I'm all odded out today. Agreed. We all decide to walk home together. We make our way back to the cul de sac, tiny wine and tiny cheese sloshing around in my stomach. Uh, I think what we learned here tonight is not just what I've learned about art, which was nice and extremely informative, but what I've learned tonight is that when you put a bunch of tiny wine and tiny cheese and gay dads together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese, and the equal amount of gay dads. The tiny cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with the tiny cheese. Just like the pact we made with Austria. I mean, wax wings, too close to the sun. Cheese wings? Those would melt in the sun too, and I feel it's more appropriate imagery. Plus, it'd be delicious. A nice Emmentaler, possibly. Hey, if you guys were painters, what would you paint?
I actually dabble in oils. I mostly paint the landscapes. I'm not very good, but it is a nice way to pass the time.
I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions, like, for example, luchadors. I think I'd paint boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses. Lighthouses, mostly boats, yeah, mostly boats. Really? Yeah. I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery and artwork. Was? Boats are cool. Yeah. What about you, Elron?
We have
What?
options here: food artistry, landscapes, or tasteful nudes of the artist.
I was hoping we would paint butts.
Yeah.
Let's go. What do you think? What do you think, Elron? I feel like Elron's a landscapes guy.
Oh, I was gonna say food artistry. He's a big food guy.
He actually is very much a big food guy. He would be very. We probably should have made him fat, but yeah, let's go food artistry. I agree. I would probably do still lifes of various foods, bowls of fruit, maybe some bread in there. Would there be cheese involved? See, I thought about that, and no, I can't stare at a pile of cheese for 8 hours without eating some of it, and that would ruin the whole thing.
Excellent point.
We finally get to the cul-de-sac. All right, boys, good art. Good art.
Agreed.
Agreed. See you guys around. Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbors after all.
Mm, great threat.
I head inside to deal with my inevitable cheese over.
Wow.
Hey, does Elron have a job?
Was. It's so funny. I was thinking of that at the beginning of the art thing when he just went to the school in the middle of the day. I thought the same thing. I'm like, did we ever? I mean, his husband's
He work?
dead.
Like
I hate to say it. His husband died. We know that. So he's a single
his
dad.
husband died.
He has a
Did
home in
did
a
he get
cul-de-sac. He's
and
sending his
it's a
daughter
it's
to
a nice
college.
neighborhood. It's a nice neighborhood.
It's a
Amanda's
very
going to
nice neighborhood.
college. Yeah, it's a beautiful. So I thought of it when it was like the option to paint landscapes. I was like, is he a landscaper? And then I was like, does he have any job? Does he do anything? Like,
No, he does not. He
yeah,
does not have a job.
no.
It's very strange. I was thinking I would love to meet the realtor who like got all these dads these houses in this cult where she's like, yeah, you could live in a lot of neighborhoods, but I know a place that's perfect for you. And she like all like it can't be a coincidence they all live there. Like there's got to be something
No,
like
no, there's got to be there's a lure here for sure.
some
Like,
kind of architect putting it all together.
in which case it makes Joseph's presence here all the more like
The
fortuitous.
realtor knew.
You
The
know,
realtor
the
knew the whole
realtor knew.
time.
Everybody knew, but Joseph.
Exactly. Yep. I love it.
Mhm.
Um
Yep.
well, awesome job,
The
Matt.
realtor's like,
Another
the wife will love it. Wink.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, no, great job. On another dad-tastic episode, another great date
Yeah.
in the books. Folks, this is the time where I get to tease a lot of fun things, including our program. UpForDebate.tv is our website. Go there and get all the episodes, the audio, wherever you get podcasts, and the video on YouTube, where you can actually watch the game as we play it, which is pretty cool. And of course, we'll be coming back with more dating next week, I assume. We also have my other show, which is Don't Panic. We just published a new episode this week. That is exciting. We were a little bit of hiatus. Dan was in Hawaii for a month. He's back. You hear about that. You hear about Colby's wife is running a small business out of their home, which is interesting. It's a really great episode. Don'tPanic.io, or just look for Don't Panic wherever you get podcasts, of course. Matt is ever so busy over with the Tomorrow is Canceled folks, both on Twitch at twitch.tv/Tomorrow's Canceled pod, streaming 1 to 2 times a week. All sorts of exciting games. I watched Outer Wilds with John the other night, and excited for some solo stuff, I'm sure, later this week. And of course, the podcast version, wherever you get podcasts, search for Tomorrow is Canceled. And I'm sure, Matt, any prospects on a new episode there?
Well, Sean, yeah, we just did some yeah, like you mentioned, we just did some Outer Wilds. We are going to hopefully record this weekend and put another episode out. It's been a little while. We went on a little bit of a break, but we're hoping to come out strong as ever. We'll do a recording. A lot has happened. The video game world never sleeps,
It's true.
and there's always news to be brought. So we are honored to be the only ones bringing it to you. Nobody else does video game news out there. So
That's right. It's
we
a
are
total
proud to
secret.
be your one. Yeah, we're proud to be one of your one and only source for video game news in the world. So
Couldn't agree more. That's why you have to subscribe so you get new episodes when they come out. Just search Tomorrow is Canceled.
tomorrow is canceled.
Tomorrow
And
is
look us up
canceled.
on Tomorrow's Canceled Pod on IG. Email us at tomorrowscanceledcast@gmail.com. And of course, say subscribe to the Tomorrow's Canceled Pod on Twitch. I'm probably gonna this Friday, I'm probably gonna be streaming more of we're gonna be going back to Golden Idol.
Excellent.
We finished the main game, but there is a DLC. It's like a 3-chapter long DLC about the monster of Lanka, and there's also the vampire of Lemuria. So check those out. They'll be fun little bonuses.
Well, consider me jazzed. I'm excited for that. Something to look forward to. Definitely hit that follow button on Twitch so you get alerted when Matt goes live. Well, excellent. Well, on behalf of Matt, I'm Sean. We appreciate you, everyone out there, joining us for this episode, and we'll see you next time for another great edition of Up for Debate.